everybody, it's me, the infamous Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and save. I would like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. A thank you to my regulars. Hello to GSP. Hello to Bobby, Fabulous Me. All my other people out here who starting to be regulars showing up on here. Sircon, Street, everybody out here. I just like to say I thank all you wonderful people for being here. This video is not live, it's live-ish. It's live-ish. We're here to have a family meeting. We had a family meeting today. So if you watch reality shows now, let me put some disclaimers out there. I am not a reality show expert. I, in my free time, do not watch a lot of reality show. I do watch a lot of clip shows and not a lot, but recap shows for 90 Day and Love After Lockup. There are people out there who are maybe watching this video where y'all are in these reality show streets. Like y'all have been down in the trenches, honey. Like y'all been watching reality show for years. Y'all done kept up with the cast. Y'all are on their social media. My hat's off, my crown off to y'all because I'm not that heavily into it. I can just go about what I've seen. So don't act like I'm some type of expert. Because y'all know I'm real honest. There's certain things that I'm expert in. This ain't one of them. Reality shows is not one of them. Okay. But we need to talk about what is going on with these reality shows. I'm just going to name a few things that have been going on lately. It seems like lately the interwebs have been on fire with scandal, fuckery, tragedy, scamming, all kinds of things. And we're just going to talk, and I've covered a few of them already on here. So the ones that I've covered on here, I would suggest you go look at my videos. The ones that I have covered, the ones I haven't covered, I'm going to talk about. Okay. So lately and recently and very seriously, I don't watch this show. It's a show called Sister Wives. There is apparently there's a show about sister wives. It was about a people that were in a polygamous marriage. It was a man and he was married to like 3 or 4 different women. I never watched the show. And then they had a whole bunch of kids. Apparently one of the sons, who was 25 years old, of one of the wives and the husband, apparently this poor soul has decided to take his life the other day. And so rest in peace to him. But yes, the Sister Wives show has been on for quite a while. Like I said, I never watched the show. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend I know anything about it. But all I know is that one of their kids is a 25-year-old young man, just so sad. So I'm not even going to begin to speculate what was going on there. I know that in the Sister Wives show, the marriage had ended. And so they have gone through a bitter divorce. So I don't know. So I don't understand what happened. So who knows? Who knows what happened? So I don't know. But we shall see. So rest in peace to that poor kid. I mean, 25 years old, like I said, I don't know what was going on. I just know a lot of drama. I just heard about a lot of drama from the show. So that's just sad. Like, the more I think about it, that's just sad. Because I couldn't imagine having a son and then I don't know if he had a history of mental illness. I don't know. Poor kid. But so that's one thing that happened recently. And then the Angela and the Michael drama has been going on and on and on and on and on. The Angela and Michael it just keeps going. Like there's been some updates. I gotta get online and look at that. You can look at my video where I talk about Angela and Michael. You can watch that. You can watch my video. I'll put links to that. But Angela, if you don't know, Michael and Angela were together. They were married. They were on 90 Day Fiancé. They have apparently Michael took off last week and he has left Angela and there was a big imbroglio. Like I said, I won't get into it because I already did a video about it. So that happened with Angela and Michael. Also lately we talk about Mocha Blast, aka Lydell Birch. And he was the friend on Love After Lockup. and he has since been turned out to be a romance scammer. I got some more information regarding that. Someone came on and commented underneath my video. Again, you can watch my video. I did a deep dive into that. But apparently, Mocha's been scamming for 20 years. I didn't know he was 40 something years old, but okay. But apparently, he's been scamming for 20 years. That's what somebody wrote in the comments. And there's some really skivvy things about that. But yeah, it turns out that he had been borrowing money from women, I guess borrowing money, or he was some kind of romance swindler. He was in these streets for over 20 years and he was involved in a shooting and everything. Go check my video out for that. I just, child, that was a whole hot mess. And then we had the situation with Quaylon and Chevelle on Love After Lockup, and I did videos about that. Geo Malik has did videos. Like I said, I'll put links to all of this in the description whenever I can. But the whole situation with Quaylon Chevelle has gotten worse. He's threatening her now. Again, if I was her, I would call the police because, you know, these are like real threats. So they're not together anymore. So if you watch that show, you kind of know the drama that's going on. And Quentin, quite not Quentin, Quaylon's been outed, said he had a gay lover in prison. And so, child, again, I'll reference my videos if you want to watch more, or Gio's video, watch more information about that. And Gio actually posted a video where he did a video with Quaylon's girlfriend, I guess. That's why I put in quotes girlfriend because, okay, girlfriend. But I guess, but I ain't watched that video yet, so I don't know. So that's another scandal that's going on. And then we want to talk about Mary and Brandon. I have not talked about them. They're on 90 Day Fiance. They was on this past season, 90 Day Fiance, the other way, where he's moved to where she lives. I think she lives in Thailand. And he's moved there to be with her. And they're a young couple. And then apparently Mary was saying that she had cancer or thought she had cancer and set up a GoFundMe and people sent money to the GoFundMe. And then it turns out that she really doesn't have colon cancer. Like that's a whole hot mess. And then she was online complaining about the fans, and then the people want their money back. I mean, it's just I just I have no idea, but you know, it's crazy. So I don't know what happened with that, and so I just don't know. So we will see, what's happening with Brandon and Mary. Again, I didn't watch their season, so I don't know. I can't tell you. I didn't watch their season, but I didn't watch this season of 90 Day. Let me see. Did I watch this season? Well, I watched the Debbie parts. I didn't watch their season, so I don't know. Um, so that's another issue. What else? What else? And then we talk about Letitia. Letitia. Yeah, Letitia was from 90 Day Fiance as well. And then Letitia, um, I didn't watch that season either. That was last year of not 90 Day, but Love During Lockup. She was the one that was the tax agent, and then it turned out she's being sued by a bunch of people, and a bunch of things came out about her, and that she's not a certified tax accountant, that she has no certification, and that she's being sued. So if y'all remember that, that was a hot mess for a while. 6 months ago, I don't know what happened with her, but the person who sued her was on Geo's channel saying that she promised to do their taxes or get them out of some kind of tax trouble, and she ended up getting into more trouble. So Letitia got sued, or getting sued. She's in the middle of litigation. Then it turns out she had a prison record. She had her own record. Like, it was a hot mess. And so I sat back and watched that. That was another scandal. I'm trying to think what else. And then Mahmoud and Nicole. If y'all remember Mahmoud and Nicole, she married Mahmoud in Egypt. And what happened with that is just recently that, you know, they're married, living in Egypt. There's just been some DV. He apparently put the pause on Nicole or something like that, and she came out and posted a message on her social media, and it was very cryptic, and it was saying something about, you know, Mahmoud, due to our cultural issues and differences and blah blah blah. I'm like, Girl, what? So I read that briefly last night. So that was another scandal with Mahmoud and Nicole. If you didn't know about what was going on with that, um, I don't know what put the pause on Nicole. I don't know. Nicole is so tiny. I just I don't know. I don't know. But apparently they got into an argument, and I guess maybe the police was called, and it was domestic violence issue. So that was an issue. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of those. Those are all the ones I could think of recently. So those are the scandals I could think of recently. If you know more scandals, go ahead and put them in the comments. But those are the ones that I know um, that I could think of. Yes. So with all that said, my question is, oh yeah, I'm sorry, Chance and Taylor. Then there's drama with Chance and Taylor, and this just Chance got it wrecked his car. He has to go to court. He flipped his car and then he hit a truck driver. He could have killed the guy. He ran away from the scene. And so now he's in trouble for that. And then it turns out that, Chance and Taylor, they broke up. We saw the last episode of Love During Lockup and all that happened. And so my question is, what's happening now is that supposedly Chance of course got a new girlfriend, and a new girlfriend living with Taylor, I guess. I don't know. And then Taylor and Bobby, her sister Bobby, are online fighting, and then they're fighting with Bobby's boyfriend. So it's just drama all the way around in that situation. So that's a hot mess. Um, yeah. So that's a hot mess, and I think that's all the ones I can think of. So that's enough. That's enough. So my question is, I don't remember, I'm not heavily in these reality streets, but years and years ago, when reality shows first started, okay, it was very like kind of like game shows like Bachelor, and the longer reality shows go on, the lower the barrel. They have to go for people to be on these shows. I agree. So I remember when reality shows first started. The reason why reality shows first started, by the way, this is a history lesson, is because a long time ago the writers went on strike. So they didn't really have any shows to write for. So the writers went on a strike, not the most recent writer strike, but a long time ago. Over 15 years ago, there was a writer strike. So reality shows were popular. Different iterations of reality shows were popular in the UK, in Korea, and China. It was popular overseas. So the writers went on strike. The television shows, they didn't have anything. So they started doing these reality shows. They copied these shows from the UK. So a lot of our reality game shows, like American Idol, Bachelor Ed, and stuff like that, a lot of these concepts are taken from overseas. They started there first. So those are what reality shows originally were. And then they started doing the slice of life reality shows where they would follow around, like Keeping Up the Kardashians and stuff like that, where they would follow around celebrities and they're supposed to be reality. Remember the one with what's the old rock guy? I can't believe I just said that. What's the old rock guy that they had a reality show with? God, he bit the head off of a bat. Why can't I remember? I love classic rock music, so the fact that I can't remember, I hate his wife, because his wife has said some pretty. The Osbournes, keeping up with the Osbournes, Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy Osbourne, and stuff like that. So they were one of the first ones to have a reality show as well. And then they had Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav and all that. Yeah, yeah, Flavor of Love. I remember I loved Flavor of Love. And then they had Charm School and stuff like that. So back in the day, reality shows were very celebrity based. It was following celebrities around, and or celebrities doing funny things, or them trying to find a celebrity a date. So it was very celebrity date based. Then after a couple of years, it turned towards, Big Brother and the greatest, with the greatest race, or the Amazing Race. And so it went from that, to voyeuristic, cameras everywhere. It went from that to what I like to call hot mess reality. So now it's hot mess reality. We didn't went from that, we didn't went from celebrities and game shows and dating shows and stuff like that, and those still exist. But now, I believe Discovery hit the boatload when they started doing, 90 Day Fiance, Prison Wives, and then all the many, 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 many spinoffs from 90 Day. Besides the 90 Day ones, there's the copycat ones. There's Married at First Sight, and the Love is Blind. So you started having, and Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. They had these shows in Korea. They were popular in Korea. Netflix had just taken these shows and then putting Americans on it. American was a twist. But now, so you have those kind of shows. You have the dating shows, but you have the hot mess shows now. So now you have shows where people are meeting people, supposedly in love with people. And my question is, when 90 Day Fiance first started out, is it just me? I don't remember it being like that. Like, I don't remember the shows being so trashy. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Dustin. How are you? Nice to see you, Dustin. Good, welcome. I don't ever remember these shows being this hot mess. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't remember these shows being this trashy. I remember these shows. I remember I watched, like, I went back and watched like the clip shows of the first season. They were, yes, they were much more organic. Like the first season of 90 Day, the first couple of seasons, I went back and watched some clip shows. You can watch clip shows on YouTube of the first like season 90 Day. It was much more authentic. It was much more believable. When they do Love After Lockup again, I'm new to these shows. I only started watching these shows like in the past couple of years. So I went back and watched Love After Lockup and certain shows like that before they became really popular. And the people were okay, but they were much more organic and authentic. And yes, there's always been reality show scandals. Like people have cheated on people, people have gotten arrested for DWIs, people have ended up being put back in jail. Like you've always had that. But now it's to the point where I feel like it's overboard now. Now I really feel like this is so crazy now. The people on these shows are so toxic that I feel like that they're doing this on purpose. I feel like they're choosing certain types of people. I don't know if there's a Myers-Briggs test, if they have a personality quiz these people got to go through, because I feel like there's no way in hell that it's just coincidence that all these reality shows have these crazy people on it. They were on the show then. And yeah, they were on the show. These people were on the show and they went on their way. They'd be on for a season or two and they'd be gone. And again, I didn't see this many scandals and many insanity. Now it's full of toxicity. Like now it's like it's to the point, the situation with Michael and Angela, that would have never survived to me 10, 15 years ago. That would have never been on TV. They would have cut Angela off a long time ago. And I understand I'm not blaming the reality shows because some of these people go out and do things like, Mocha Blast and his scamming people. That some of these people go out and do things and the shows don't even know about it. But a lot of times these things happen is when they're still on the show. And a lot of these things happen on social media during the downtimes. And I'm like, okay. And then some of these things come out, they're bringing up things in people's past. So a lot of people, these people didn't bring up all kinds of things that they wrote in the past, all kind of things that they've done in the past. And again, I just didn't see a lot of this 10, 15 years ago. I did not see people having all of these scandals and fights and and people threatening people. Like I've never, like the situation with Quaylen and Chevelle, I've never known someone on a reality show threatening their ex-girlfriend this bad, like threatening to hurt her, to harm her. I've never known. And like I said, I'm not blaming the show for his behavior, but I'm not saying it's their fault, but I'm just like, I understand these people are ex-cons, especially on Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup. I understand these people are ex-cons. And I understand that they can go back and look at their charges. But some of these people doing the dirt are some of the people that's not even the ex-cons. Like the situation with Letitia and her tax information, her being a scammer. You mean to tell me that these reality shows don't do background checks on people? They don't go and look at people. They say they got businesses and they don't go look? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know. Yeah, now these people are making a career of being on the show. They are. But I'm just saying that, and I'm not knocking the hustle. And I'm like I said, I'm not blaming the reality show, but some of this stuff could have been found out if the show would have just done a background check and screened these people. So my question is there a screening process? I don't know. I got to do some more research. But some of these people, I'm just like, I know some of these people, and like I said, these are outside of the show. What people do on the show, that's a whole nother conversation. But outside the show, people are involved in some really disturbing, toxic behavior. There have been so many people in reality shows in the past 4 or 5 years that have been caught for all types of SA, all types of putting the paws on women. Remember that one guy on 90 Day that went to prison? What did he beat up his ex-girlfriend or something real bad? Like, and then I forgot the dude's name, but he was on 90 Day. And he's in prison now. Like he actually like tied his ex-girlfriend up or some shit and beat her up. And he's in prison. Like he's sitting in jail for that. There was a whole trial. This was like over a year and a half ago. And there was a whole trial and he was on 90 Day. And he's in prison. So I'm like, I just don't remember this many people going to jail. I don't remember this many people being found out on the show. And a lot of people who are not even the subjects of the shows um have turned out to be scammers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that, do y'all think that these shows are purposely picking a certain type of person, or purposely picking um maybe a certain type of personality to be on this show? Because it just seems to me that over the past couple of years, especially in the past 3 years, it's really increased the number of toxic people. So I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer. Again, y'all know more about these reality shows and how they pick people. I don't know. I mean, we some things we just don't know, because I don't know how they're picking these people. And then another thing I have to say: what is up with these people they picking ain't got no job? Why is Mary and Brandon over here trying to scam up money and they ain't got no job? Why is Taylor? Why do these people have an OnlyFans and they ain't got no job? And Angela, supposedly she had a job. I guess she was a home healthcare aide or nursing aide or something. I don't know if she has a degree or she has a certificate. I don't know how long she did that. But why is it that just, I can understand people using the show as a stepping stone for their business and stuff like that. But it just seems like now people are just using these reality shows as a way to come up. Like, and then sometimes these people be broke and they don't, like the situation with Heather and her. She just had a baby and the baby was taken by CPS and the baby's in foster care. Girl, what? Heather already got like what, two, three, four kids already that she ain't raising, and she wasn't even the subject of the show. Dylan was the one that was in jail, not her. Heather's allegedly, supposedly, struggling with addiction. So my question is, okay, what are we watching? What are we watching? Who are we watching? Like, it's getting to the point, I don't know, maybe it's just me, that I don't even want to watch these people anymore on this show. It's getting to the point where I feel like, okay, I'm watching the episode. I'm like, how long before this person gonna be doing something crazy or scandalous? Because again, I don't watch reality show to root for the people or not root for the people, but I'm getting tired of toxic ass people on this show. I'm getting tired of scammers, mean people, nasty people, people with bad attitudes. And I understand that this is reality TV, and I understand that sex sells and being and yelling and drama sells. I get that. But it's to the point where now it's getting serious because people are like taking their own lives now, because people, are on these shows and their lives are being scrutinized, and then they're being made fun of, in their real life, and it's affecting their job and their schooling. And then you have people on here that they are broke bitches, they ain't got no money, they ain't got no job. I'm like, what? So then they're like, I don't have any money, and so they have to beg and start a GoFundMe account. Whatever happened to getting a job? Why don't y'all have jobs? So do people not? I mean, I understand people doing reality show have jobs. Kimberly was in the military. She has a job. She has a career. There are a bunch of other people who have jobs and careers. But the whole situation with um what's his face that went back to jail, Monique and Derek, that whole situation was just crazy. We talking about Monique with PPP loans, and Derek, he got out of jail and he was doing club appearances. Okay, what just happened to get a job? What happened to just getting an old fashioned job? Can't you get a job? I just don't understand what is happening in reality shows today. And like I said, I don't like it. I don't. There's something about this I don't like. And I understand these shows are scripted, but these people are out here living real lives outside of these shows, and the lives that they're living outside of these shows. I don't know if they're doing this. I don't know if they're doing this just for stunts and tricks and flips, doing this for clout chasing, or these people are really just dysfunctional and fucked up. Either way, I don't like it. I don't like people faking the funk, and I don't like dysfunctional, toxic people. I don't want to watch people yell at people and abuse people, and then Clayton and Anna Lee, he got his mama living in his closet. Like what is that? I'm like, you can't make this shit up. I mean, he ain't never had a girlfriend. His mama living in the closet. So we just picking incels now. Like Gino, he gives off a very incel vibe. And then that one dude, Mike, that went over in Colombia, he giving he ain't seem like he had to go find women, mail order brides or something like that. Like I'm just like, this is giving me a very like ick feeling. I'm like, oh, okay. And this coming from somebody who only watches two reality shows. I only watch 90 Day and Love During Lockup and Life After Lockup knows. And I don't even watch all of the 90 days. Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup is the only one I really watch episode by episode. 90 Day, I really don't. It's case by case basis. It's couple by couple basis. So I'm not heavily in these reality streets like y'all are. So, but I just could just imagine like if you're watching 3 or 4 or 5 different shows, I don't know how y'all can do it. I just can't do it. Like I just can't be watching 4 or 5 shows. I can't. I just can't do it, y'all. I don't have it in me. I just like after watching a few of these and learning what I know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm just like lately it seems like it's just more and more. And this is good for these shows because it brings ratings to their show. It brings people on these people's social media. So, people get the bag and I'm not bag blocking. Like I'll never block somebody's bag. Don't y'all ever think in your life that I'll be up here blocking a bag. I ain't never gonna block nobody's bag or say what somebody needs to do or not do with their life. All I'm just saying for me to just watch 2 shows and notice this, I can't be the only person noticing what the toxicity of these people. So I'm just thinking that like, I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that because I'm not down with conspiracies. But I just have a feeling that like they're picking these hot mess people on purpose because it's good for TV. And these people who are on TV and then they be on these shows and then it ends up backfiring and blowing up in their face because it ends up ruining their lives and ruining their kids' lives and their family lives and it ruining their job and their careers if they get one. Because once the reality show has died down and you're old news, you have to go live your life. Like you may be on for a few seasons, you may be popular, but then after that, people move on. Like Derek and Monique, they thought they was the shit for like, for like a year or less than a year or maybe a year. And then after that, now Derek and Monique, nobody's even talking about them. Nobody even cares anymore about Monique and Derek. Derek is sitting his ass back in jail. Nobody cares about Derek and Monique no more. People that moved on. So, after your 2 seconds of fame is gone, then what? Then that's it. Like you still left with having to live your own life. So I just want to know, is it just me or things are ramped up over the past year? It just seems like there are more hot mess people, more crazy, more, I won't say crazy. I can't say the word crazy. I need to stop saying that word. More dysfunctional people, more toxic people, more unusual people, more people living in really weird circumstances or doing weird things. It's just like if it's like people there are people out there who have really compelling stories and people that should be on reality shows that have compelling relationships and compelling stories, but it just seems like those people aren't being picked because their life is not a hot mess. You understand what I'm saying? And so these shows keep putting on the same couples season after season after season that I get tired of seeing because they don't want to go pick new people. They just keep putting on the most hot mess, crazy, toxic people because they know that's going to bring viewers. But I'm personally tired of seeing the same people every season on 90 Day. There's people that've been on here for years, and I'm tired of Angela and Michael. I'm tired of Big Ed. I'm tired of Gino and Jasmine. I'm tired of Nicole. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Discovery Channel. I'm tired. I'm tired. Tired of seeing the same tired ass couples. I'm tired of Sarah and Sean. I don't want to see Justine and Michael on next season. It gets to the point where they just starting to make up stuff. Now, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing the same people over and over and over again. And it used to be where every season you may have a few regulars return, but they used to have new people. Now it's just like they have one or two new people, and then sometimes the new couples that they have on there, they don't even follow them. Like Cameron and Eris, I forgot they was even on the season of Love After Lockup. Did y'all forget about them? Then at the very last episode, they was like, oh yeah, they bought a house and did. Why were they even on the show when they were only on for like 2-3 episodes? Like Kurok and Brittany, God knows I love them, but it was boring. Like I'm not saying they are boring, but it's like nothing was really going on enough in their life for it to be interesting. So I just want to see interesting people with interesting relationships. I don't want to see a bunch of tragic hot mess. I don't need tragedy and hot mess in my life and toxicity out of these shows. And it's getting old and stale with the same couples over and over again. Because these are the couples that know how to manufacture drama. Some of the drama is manufactured. Some of the off-screen drama is manufactured. So again, I just want these reality shows to do better. Everybody complained about how boring these seasons were. And how scripted the seasons were. And how heavily edited, badly edited these shows were. Some of these shows were so badly edited, I was like, what? They had one outfit on, and then you go to another scene and they got a whole nother shirt on. I'm like, is this the same day? They'll show a baby and the baby be an infant. The next thing you know, Sarah, the baby's 15 and finna drive. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, is that the same child? Like, who kid is that? Oh, that's the same kid. Man, y'all better stop playing with, man, it be months later because they ain't got nothing else to film. And the edits be so bad and so terrible, you can see through it. I'm like, that's a bad, horrible edit. Like, their hair color don't even be the same. They look like they ain't lost or gained 20 pounds from the next episode. Next episode is like 7-8 months later. You're like, what is happening? They don't even look the same. Because they try to make you believe that they don't edit and film these shows sometimes months apart if nothing is going on. So I'm tired of that. I want to get more back to organic, real stories about real people, not people who are clout chasing to be on a reality show. Real people, average people. Everything doesn't have to be a dramatic hot mess. There's some of us, I watch a lot of documentaries, and the way a lot of documentaries, they're edited cleverly. There's things that you can do to enhance the show. But not every show needs to be a Jerry Springer episode. Not every show needs to be Maury Povich. Now we're getting into the fact that reality TV is like daytime television now. People got to fight, and people got to argue, and people got to yell, and then somebody found out that the baby ain't theirs, and then they got to run on the couch and cry. Like it doesn't. The whole show doesn't have to be Jerry Springer. Sometimes I just want to watch somebody's life. Like I said, I watch a lot of documentaries, and a lot of them aren't exciting. Nobody's fighting. It's just nice to see how other people live. I watch tons of documentaries on YouTube about all kinds of topics, about how people are living in South Korea, how people live in China, how people live in other parts of America. I watch documentaries, and they're slow paced, and they're 30 minutes, and it's just how people are living. I don't need a lot of drama in my shows. If somebody met somebody online, let's see how that went. I would love for them to make an online show about people doing online dating and the pitfalls and the pratfalls and what that happens. And sometimes, I don't want to be on the show because it'd be boring because ain't nothing going on but the rent over here. But I would really like to see a show like that. Like that would be a good idea. Follow people who are online dating, different age groups, different races, different regions, and see what happens. Or single people, maybe help people speed dating. Maybe people need help dating. And a real slice of life show, now that's a show I would be on, where people are dating. And each person has different circumstances. Some widowed, some divorced, some separated. Some people ain't dated in years. They may be asexual. All kinds of different people. And trying to find them dates and trying to get them out there dating. I would sign up for a show like that. I would be on a show like that. I would like to see a show like that. My life ain't full of drama. It's not full of hot mess. It's just my life. So, I don't got nothing that interesting going on. But it was just nice to be see a change of pace, something different. So that's just my suggestion. Y'all write in the comments below, what do y'all think? Have you noticed the change in 5 years? And what's happening with dating apps and the quality of people, how these people, I remember back then people had education, people had jobs. Now these people get on dating apps and they ain't got no jobs, they don't got no education, they're not stable in their own lives, and they just looking, I guess, some people for clout, some people for a come up, some people, this is a way for them to make money now. So I just feel like a lot of times these people on dating apps, it's a scam. Some of these couples, they ain't even been together for very long. Some of these couples, I doubt that they're even a couple, because once they go on the show, they end up breaking up. So I throw a side eye of some of that too. I'm like, are y'all really couples, or y'all made some sort of arrangement or agreement to be on this show? So I don't know what to believe anymore, but this is not reality TV anymore. This is kind of like sensationalized TV. This is not reality TV anymore. This is like hot mess TV. This is not, there's so many edits and so many scripts that people have come out and verified a lot of this shit ain't real. So if it's not real and it's supposed to be a reality show, can we please get back to real reality shows? Can I just have one? Like y'all can do whatever y'all want to do with that hot mess trash TV. That's fine. You can still keep that. But then there should also be a market for people who want more organic shows. There should be enough in the media scape for something for everybody. Because I'm not the only person that have been online saying that they want more real people, real organic show, real situations, and not scripted shit. And you can keep this. You don't have to get rid of take the baby out with the bathwater. Keep those shows too, but then balance it out with something that's a bit more real. Because again, there are people out here living real lives that are interesting. I know lots of people that deserve to be on reality shows. Like they live really highly interested lives. It's not like a lot of drama and fighting and OnlyFans and to say on offline fighting with their relatives. None of that. But I just know people who live very interesting lives. I have friends that they do a lot of things and they're out here with charities and they're organizing this and they've had up and downs and they have kids and family and I know people that live very interesting lives. And that if a camera would follow them around, I don't have to follow them around, but be involved and they would show the struggles that they've gone through, the things that they've gone through, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, and the joys. There are a bunch of people out here living full lives. And I think it would be fun to have a show about. So that's all I have to say, y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all coming by me, thumbs up, like, definitely comment, tell me what you think. But but until next time, folks, I'm out of here. Woo! I'm out of here. Bye 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 bye.